Time for your love reading. I'm using 2 different decks, and there's a dove in my yard. Wow, it just flew into the yard as I said this. It's 11:29 on my clock. Let's find out what you need to know about your love life. Think or say out loud, I allow this reading. By the way, you just missed my live. If you're not a live subscriber of mine, you know how many times you're missing out on special things that I do just for subscribers? All right, so make sure you become a live subscriber of mine so you stop missing out, because I do special Reiki sessions, healing sessions for certain stuff, different readings and special new moon and full moon sessions. It said take a leap of faith as an alarm went off at the same point. So talk about a loud, glaring sign from the universe for you. When you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, you will reap great rewards. Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. So there is a person in your energy that is the one. Now, you might not have interacted with them yet. That means they're about to come in. They are the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So if you're seeing this and you feel like you haven't met them, it might be one of those where you interacted quickly, and when this person comes back in, it'll be such a different energy, and it'll just be the catalyst to start it all. But don't overthink this stuff, okay? When you play out negative scenarios or negative statements or thoughts like, I know this will go bad because it always went bad, you're already guaranteeing what the outcome will be in a very negative way. And then the universe gives you that because it's always proving you right. And it's proving right the subconscious beliefs, the negative worry, because that's a very powerful energy versus belief in self and yay, it's going to work out, especially if that energy isn't stronger than the negative belief. That's why when you're doing affirmations, you need to put the powerhouse of energy behind it and not allow anything else to manipulate that. Because say, I don't need to be Delulu, but every thought you've ever had brought you to the moment you have right now. And if you don't like the past results, then maybe stop pretending that it's Delulu and realize that you are an energetic body where every part of you has an energetic system. So every part of it, if it's all in one common thought, one common denominator of I will succeed, this will be amazing no matter the outcome, it's going to be better than it could have been if you're like, that's just my luck, it always fucking doesn't work out. Look how much that, nobody needs that energy. You don't need that energy. So however you've been doing has not been doing well for you. Now it's time to change that without doing the overthinking in a negative way, because the law of attraction is always playing a part. That's what this says, law of attraction. And it's always playing a part. So when you're thinking negatively or just already assuming how things are going to play out because of previous stuff, it's like saying, I've always mixed red and orange paint and it never turns purple. So when I mix this red and blue paint, it's still not going to turn purple because it never did. None of that correlates, except in your mind. That's how human souls are programmed to believe stuff. Even when the variables have now changed. You're not the same person as you were before. So why are you expecting the same outcome? Nothing has gone wrong. That's what this card says. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Just keep doing your healing work. All right? Don't allow yourself to self-sabotage because of previous experiences. Those were different timelines. You were at a different place. You were a different person then. Insecurities were triggered at that time. So whoever this is that comes back around, 11:33 as they say that on my clock, whatever was going on at that time, you both are not even close to the same people. Like, there's a joke that they keep making to me, like, if it wasn't the way this planet is, this person would come in and be like, hi, my name is now Jim instead of James. Because it's such a different timeline. And who are you? Oh, instead of Heather, you're Kiki. Nice to meet you. Like, you were such a different energy and different person than you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You know that. They know that. 84 on my clock. Battery. So there are some differences that has been making this hard. Part of them is just shy in a way of like, how do I come in and have this work out and not have anything sabotage or trigger either of us so we can have this beautiful conversation. Now, this person and or you is divorced, and the two of you are in separation. So if you're with somebody at this moment, that's not who this is about. And I want you to really ask yourself how happy you are with the person you're with because you're watching this. So if you're really not that happy. My Nana always had a phrase, and I'm always paraphrasing it, because she was a little Sicilian woman. Adorable in my mind. Everybody's Nana is adorable to the granddaughter, right? But she always used to say, and I'm paraphrasing, nothing good can be put in a bucket full of... If it's full of... You got to dump the bucket. You can't put good in it. Nothing good wants to go into a pile of... I mean, you just took a shower. You're all squeaky. You did the 7 layers of... And then they're like, here, stand in this bucket full of manure. No. Well, I don't even want to go near that. Nothing great wants to go near except flies. And you are not meant to be lordess of the flies. Lordess of the flies. Lordy. No. At minimum, you need to be honey for the bees. Or sap for the trees. But more importantly, you need to make spice in your life. Spice in your life for this. Somebody's really Southern, because that was a bad Southern accent. Because I wasn't prepared for it, not because Southern accents are bad. Mine was just horrible on that. But there's a weird sort of twang in there on somebody. Also, clear out the ex. There's stuff from your horrible ex, you know which one I'm talking about, that you are still not really over, so you keep expecting that out of everybody. Maybe book a cord cutting with me so I can detach that energy. Maybe book a Hey Karma, It's Time, so that people that really wronged you can get what's coming to them without any bad karma going to you, because I handle it. I'm a spiritual attorney for the karmic court system. I handle it. I speak to them. I go, yo, I'm with this one. And they go, oh, let me look into it. But communication is coming from this true love. They're going to, I heard, bounce into your reality. I don't know how that's going to play, but like, oh my God. So I see, and it's such a weird example, but it's one of those, you know, like the air trampoline locations that are all over the place where it's like ball pits and like trampolines and whatever those courses are. Almost like bouncing into you there, literally. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you alive? You okay? I didn't mean to hit into you. My niece, my nephew, whatever. Like, there's some kind of, and it might not necessarily be that, because I mean, not all of us are going to be standing in one of those, but different love languages are also going to be at play, but this person is extremely loyal. When you first meet this person, they're going to be with someone. Don't lose hope, though. That's not their jam or jelly at all. No matter how that person is acting, no. You hold on and you ask the question or you find out, all right? Now, if they're like, oh, yeah, don't ever interact with somebody or keep going in a conversation where the person is taken in any way, shape, or form. You don't need the bad juju from that, first of all. Second of all, you're sending the message out to the universe that you don't want to be picked as the only one, and you don't want anybody who's that kind of person coming in. Now, that's not true. You want someone to pick only you. And if you keep being attracted to somebody who's in a relationship or is not making you the only one right away, I mean, there's a talking stage and stuff, but you get my point on this. Bird's confirmation. It's an inner wound, a fear of commitment, a avoidant attachment pattern problem. And I want you to start looking into that for yourself, because we want to break any patterns, cycles, beliefs, thoughts, habits that would make you be attracting anything other than your true divine mate, okay? And this is showing that this is a very healthy thing, but I'm always going to put a little warning out there for all of you, just as a precaution, because it's fascinating that when these readings come out, I'll get my clients that email me and be like, yo, thank God you put that little warning in, because I had a shady shyster show up trying to do all of that, and I remembered the warning, and I asked the question, and they showed themselves right away. That person left because I made them leave, and then the great person came in. So there's always going to be some test of a yucky person to make sure that you're standing in your boundaries, your strength, your truth, the kind of person you truly want, all right? But this person is loyal, and they absolutely love you. So don't lose hope. And it's going to be amazing. Use the link in my bio. Book yourself a private reading. Half an hour reading comes with a Reiki session, which is very beneficial, because then I can do healing while we're doing your reading. Cord cutting, very important. And the Hey Karma, It's Time, extremely important. By the way, if you're not a live platinum subscriber of mine here on TikTok yet, you're missing out on so many benefits, where I'm doing special sessions constantly for subscribers, for healing, for wealth, for money, for career, extra readings, extra healing stuff. Don't miss out anymore, all right? Use the link in my bio and become the live platinum subscriber. It's the most benefit.